good afternoon, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. Happy Friday. Today is April the 4th, 2025, and we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you are coming on, joining us live, I want you to do something for me very quickly. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button, and I want you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know that your boy, Ramon Preston, my squad, we are all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And you, my friend, you on this beautiful Friday are watching the Ramon Preston Show. So please do me a quick favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know that the Ramon Preston Show is live right here from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Also, if you would be so kind, I want you to put in the comments what city, what state you're representing and you're watching us from. Who are you representing? Where are you representing? Let us know in the comments. All you have to do is type in what city, what state you are watching the Ramon Preston Show from. Thank you so very kindly. Now, before we get started, I want to say thank you to all of you who watch the Ramon Preston Show. If you are subscribed to our YouTube page, if you follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and all the social media platforms, thank you so very much. I'm sure you already know how important your subscriptions are, how important your follow is, how important your comments, your participation. It's very, very important. Without your eyes, without your views, without your participation, there's no need for us to create content. And that goes for any content creator. So I want to say thank you to all of you that subscribe, those of you that follow, those of you that continue to watch the Ramon Preston Show. I also want to give a big shout out to all of our clients who have taken advantage of a free offer that we have extended to our community through RP Capital, which is our private equity firm. For the last 2 weeks now, we have been extending a complimentary offer as an opportunity to our community. For those of you that feel the need to have a sit down with my team and I so that we can at least help you put together a game plan or a roadmap for your finances, your business, and your investments, we have been extending a free complimentary advisory session. So if you're interested in taking advantage of that complimentary advisory session, we still have it open. All you have to do is click the link in the description. You will see when you click that link that it will prompt you to a advisory assessment form. All you have to do is complete the form, put the information in that you have an expectation to get a roadmap for, whether it's your finances, your business, your investments, or all of the above. Once you submit that form, my team and I will reach back out to you so that we can schedule your free complimentary assessment. Now, with that being said, I want to say welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Ramon Preston, every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, unless I am in a meeting or have an appointment that I can't get here live. Otherwise, every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, we come here live. Like today on Friday, I am live. This is not a replay. I am live right here in living color, in real time. And that's what we do every Monday through Friday. We show up here live to talk to you about business, money, investments, wealth building, real estate, private equity. We talk about ministry, church, faith, family. We talk about everything because all of these things make up my life and make up all of our lives. And the last couple of days this week, we've been talking about creative revenue strategies, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you're already an entrepreneur, if you want to figure out creative ways to generate more revenue, even as a contractor or an individual, this entire week I have been talking about 15 creative revenue strategies. 15 creative revenue strategies. Now, today, I'm going to talk to you about the final 5, okay? This is the final 5. And I want you to keep in mind, if for some reason you did not watch the show this week and you missed the first 5 revenue strategies and the second 5, 1 through 10, you can always go back, rewatch the videos, and I go deep into each of those first 10 strategies. Today, we're going to talk about the final 5 strategies in these 15 creative revenue strategies. Now, how did I come up with these 15 creative revenue strategies? Well, I came up with them because I needed more revenue. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, okay? Over 2 decades, full-time entrepreneur. And I have tried everything, just about everything you can think about that an entrepreneur would try. I've already tried it. And what I found out is there are some creative revenue strategies that work better than others. But what I do know, whatever creative revenue strategy you choose to use, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to be a small business owner, even if you plan on becoming an investor and repurposing money that you have invested in certain things, you have to develop revenue strategies. And a revenue strategy, simply put, is a plan of action that you put in place for highlighting how you're going to make more money, how you're going to increase your revenue, how you're going to expand your profits. It's all about putting together and developing revenue strategies. So I've already talked about the first 10. Today we're going to talk about 11 through 15. So creative revenue strategy 11 is you can refine your price plans. So if you have a business or if you have products that you sell or services you offer, creative revenue strategy number 11 suggests that you can refine your price plans. So that means you can create longer terms. This is powerful. So for example, how do you create a longer term? Let's say you have a coaching program and your coaching program is 6 weeks and you want to charge a certain dollar amount, but most people don't want to pay that dollar amount for a short period of time. Well, you've got to refine your price plan by creating a longer term. Instead of 6 weeks, maybe it needs to be 6 months. Instead of 3 months, maybe it needs to be a year. It can literally be the same price and you just break the program components up and extend it out over the course of 3 months, 6 months, or a year, so that number one, people can see more value because you're giving them more time. And number two, because you have longer terms, if you do have a higher price, you can give them some form of a payment plan that they can work through that payment plan while they're working through the program. I've done this. So when I launched my first coaching program, I put all the things that I wanted to offer as a coach to my clients. I put it all on a piece of paper. I put it all on a Word doc, on a PDF slide. And once I decided all the components that I wanted my program to be, I realized that the price I was going to charge in order to justify giving all this value to a client, I needed to extend my program because my first coaching program was a 90-day program. And it was basically 12 weeks of training, but every other week throughout that 12-week window, I was providing 6 one-on-one coaching calls or sit downs. But I was limited in how many people I could do it with, and a lot of the people that I was talking to about the program, they needed more than 12 weeks, 3 months to pay the amount of money I was charging. So that's what made me go with the longer terms. So I took the same program that I had as a 90-day program for the same price, and I extended the time, even though I made some modifications to what I actually gave them in terms of my own personal time, okay? So you can refine your price plans also through in-house financing. A lot of entrepreneurs who sell products or provide services and small business owners, they don't know or think about providing in-house financing. You can provide financing in-house. Now, of course, we live in a technological world where they have companies like Affirm. They have many other companies that you can actually partner with and offer financing on your website. The client or the customer can complete the application, or it can be something you do in-house without a third party, but that's always an option. And you can also refine your price plans with a one-time incentive. In other words, your product may have a certain price, or your service may be a certain price, and you might even have a longer term. You might have in-house financing. You might have a payment plan, but you also can have a one-time incentive so that if they pay it annually as opposed to monthly or quarterly, they get a lower, you charge them a little bit less than what you would over the course of the year. It always works for the subscriptions, okay? So that's Creative Revenue Strategy 11. You can refine your price plans, longer terms, in-house financing, or one-time incentives. Like that one strategy alone can make you more money just with the same client base that you have or customer base that you already have, okay? Number 12, you can increase your marketing. Now, when I say increase your marketing, I'm not just talking about running ads, even though I have ads here. You can run ads, but a lot of times the ad, it may or may not work. You don't know. But you can also increase your marketing through partnerships. Think about it. There are people right now who you could partner with, and they already have a customer base that can use the doggone product or service that you sell. You just got to be willing to create the partnership. And a lot of entrepreneurs don't want to create partnerships. That don't mean you got to own the same business. You can own your own business. They can own their own business. You can either form a business in between as a partnership, or both of y'all can just have an agreement as partners that you're going to share the revenue. But you need to think like real successful business owners. So you can increase your marketing through ads, through partnerships that don't cost you a lot of money, or through acquisitions. You could literally acquire your client base. For example, if somebody has a database of names, numbers, and email addresses, if somebody has a social media site with followers that match your perfect client profile, you can always reach out to them and say, I want to do a partnership. Or how about you allow my company to buy your social media site so I can market directly to the followers on that list. People do it to you all the time anyway. All right, number 13, you can develop and deploy a sales program. I know that sounds simple, but a lot of small businesses, they don't have sales programs. For a long time, I didn't have it. And guess what prompted me to get it? Surprise, me having a mentor, me paying for coaching, me learning some of these more sophisticated strategies from more successful business owners so that I wouldn't just be hustling every day and grinding every day, but so that I could build a real sustainable business. So the 13th strategy is you can develop and deploy a sales program. All right, what does that mean? Well, you could create a sales team. If you're a small business owner like me with maybe just a handful of employees, your sales program is going to need to be a program that incentivizes your sales team and allows them to be able to make enough money from your sales program that justifies them being on your sales team. You can also develop a sales program just through affiliates. That means you can find people who already got responsibilities. They don't want to work for you. They don't want to work for nobody, but they just want to be an affiliate. So you create an affiliate link. You can use a third-party platform to provide that link as a portal. There are so many different ways that you can make money through a sales program, even if you don't have a sales team. You can have an affiliate, or you can create commission plans, which, by the way, I've done all three. A commission plan is not necessarily you having a sales team, but it could be a commission plan for anybody that works for your company. So I deploy that strategy in my company. I don't care what role you play in the company. You can learn how to sell the products and services we offer. You can present those products and services we offer. And if someone buys them through your sales and marketing activity, we will give you a commission, even if you the janitor. It is what it is. But that's a commission plan that you have to have in your business in order for it to work, okay? So that's another creative revenue strategy. Number 14, you can create what people call vertical integrations. A vertical integration, what do you mean? Well, number one, you can create a vertical integration through a startup. So that means you have a business and you have people that buy your products or spend money on your services. And then there's this other thing that you don't have, but if you had it, the same people will actually buy it and use it. It's kind of like somebody going to the supermarket to buy food, but when they get to the supermarket to buy food, there's another service available. Like when you walk into a physical Walmart store, right? You walk in the store, you can go buy food, but you can also go get a tire. You can buy a fishing pole. You can get your hair cut or your nails done up front. You can get your feet massaged. What are they doing? They are creating vertical integrations, either through a startup or through M&A. M&A is mergers and acquisitions. So that means you can find another business that you can merge with or acquire or just create a partnership with and say, hey, I'm providing this service to my client. I'm selling this product to my customers, but I know they could use this. So why don't we come together, create some type of partnership, or I buy that business or just start that business and use it as a vertical integration. What I'm telling y'all, people at the highest level, at the top of the food chain, do this every day. You just got to start using these same creative revenue strategies if you want to make more revenue. Or you could just sit on your behind, twiddle your thumbs, and just hope something extraordinary is going to happen. And most likely, it ain't going to happen like that. You got to figure these things out. That's why I want to have this conversation with you. That's why I keep preaching this stuff to you, because if you want to grow your business, if you want to make more money, if you want to be successful, if you want to take yourself, your family, your church, your community, your legacy, your business to the next level, at some point, you have to develop and you got to deploy these type of creative revenue strategies. Mic drop, bada bing, bada boom. All right, now let's get to the 15th and final creative revenue strategy. And what is it? The 15th and final creative revenue strategy is you can undertake a new business acquisition. That means you can just buy a whole new business, even if it's not in the industry you in. Okay? Most people don't know this, but there's about 1,700 businesses that close every day. Most of these businesses that close every day could be making money if they had a creative CEO. And then there are many other businesses that ain't closing every day. They should close today because the business owner ain't doing nothing with the business anyway. Either way, there are enough businesses out here in the world for you to acquire if you get the knowledge and have the courage with that knowledge to actually make something happen. That's why here under the 15th creative strategy, where you can undertake a new business acquisition, I have the HoldCo Dealmakers strategy. These are strategies that we teach in our company to our students. We teach these strategies to our coaching and consulting clients. We share these strategies with our private equity clients. Why? Well, number one, we teach these things and share these things because we want to have more people doing what we know works, because the more people that do what we know works, the more success stories we're going to have, the more we can market those success stories, and of course, the more business we can do with the people who getting results. So if you're watching this show live today on this beautiful Friday afternoon, or maybe it's morning if you're on the West Coast, please understand that all 15 of these creative revenue strategies are all centered around you being committed to learn more than what you know. Because sometimes it's not just what you don't know, but it's what you don't know you don't know. Are you understanding me? Let me say it again, just in case you just missed it. I said sometimes it ain't just about what you don't know. Sometimes it's about what you don't know you don't know. But once you know, now you can start doing, because your knowing is going to provoke your doing. And at some point in doing what you now know, you will see results. And if everything I just said went through one ear and out of the other, or right over your head, guess what? You just gonna have to rewind this when the live is over, listen to it again, and understand that your boy wants to see you succeed. I want you to get to the next level in your life, because I know how it has impacted my life, my marriage, my family, my business, my staff, my church, my community, my world. It has impacted every area of my life because I was willing to commit myself to getting the right knowledge and putting that knowledge to practice. So I hope today's show was instrumental for what you need to put in place regarding your revenue strategies. And I hope you have a higher awareness for what it means to create revenue, okay? Creating revenue is not just about selling another product, or it's not just about selling or providing another service. It's about you finding the ways, the strategies, the vehicles, the mechanisms within your business or entrepreneurial activity that you know can start creating enough momentum to produce more revenue. So with that being said, I want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today on the Ramon Preston Show. If what you heard was beneficial, I would love for you to leave a comment. Leave your boy a comment. Give me your big takeaway. Let me know what you heard today that resonated with you, and how you're going to put what you heard that resonated to use. That's more important. You can't just be a hearer of the word. That's the Bible. The Bible says don't just be hearers of the word. The Bible says you need to be doers of the word. Faith without works is dead. So don't just tell people that you got faith, but show the world what that faith do. All right? So thank you for joining the show today. Of course, we won't be here live Saturday or Sunday. We'll be back Monday. And next week, beginning on Monday, all next week, Monday through Friday, we plan on having some new creative content that we're going to be sharing with you. And I'm looking forward to really expanding my conversation into other areas that I believe can be beneficial and impactful to you as a member of our community and to our community as a whole. So thank you all so very much for joining the Ramon Preston Show. We love you. We're praying for you. We want nothing but the best from you. If there's anything my team and I can do to help you, whether it is regarding your finances, your business, and or your investments, as you see behind me, through RP Capital, we have a complimentary advisory session that we are extending. It's complimentary, free to our community. We have been extending this opportunity for the past 2 weeks. You know how I am. I will extend it today, and then you come back Monday and it's gone. No longer to be seen. But for now, it's still available. There's a link in the description of this video. You can click that link. When you click it, it's going to prompt you to our advisory assessment form. All you have to do is complete the form. It's going to ask you a couple questions. What areas do you need an advisory session for a roadmap in? Is it your finances, your business, your investments, or all three or two of them? We ask you a couple other questions about what you have going on, what you plan to do. You can put the time and date that works best for you. My team and I will reach back out to you once you submit that advisory assessment form, and we will help you put together a roadmap to get you to the next level. Just within the last couple of weeks, everyone that we have conducted this advisory assessment session with, just for free, they've all raved about the impact it's made and how it gave them clarity for where they want to go and what they want to do, and we look forward to offering that same opportunity to you. So love you, praying for you. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you Monday, same place, same time, right here on the Ramon Preston Show. Until then,